Hey there everyone, and welcome to React Native Design course. In this video, we're going to configure our Atom. Now, yes, you really want to write some code and want me to show all these things, but it's actually better when you write code effectively and quickly. So we're going to configure Atom for that. Now, Atom is a really powerful and hackable editors, and a lot of plugins are available so that you can just plug and play them and can just do the magic just like that. So just for the sake of example, if I just press Command and Command S to save this, and I'm going to save this like test.html, wherever you like to save that. And you can do a variety of stuff like that, like pressing just exclamatory sign and hit the tab. It will give you the HTML stuff just like that. And this is all happening because of a plugin that I use. For example, if I just say div.abc, it just moves into a division with a class of ABC. So just for the test purposes, it looks pretty good, and really don't save that. So this all looks pretty good, and I would like to just close this folder here. We'll do that later on. So the goal here is what makes Atom powerful is those plugins. So we want to add a few of them. So just go into your Atom and click on the preferences. For Windows guys, it's actually Windows and preferences. You have to go into Windows and preferences. But here is what we are going to add. Now, I personally use a lot of plugins that you really don't need. For example, a lot of Python plugin that I use Atom for Python as well, so you don't need them. But all the things that you need, let me just walk you through. All you have to do is search for them and just click on install, and that's it. So for example, you can just go and install, and you'll get something like this when you'll search for them, and you just have to hit install, and that's it. No big deal. Okay, so let me show you the packages that I recommend you to use for this particular course, the React Native Design course, okay? For rest of the things, you can install a variety of stuff. Now, number one plugin that I always recommend, regardless of whatever you're doing, is Emmet. It's a web-based plugin, but I still recommend everybody to use that. Okay, so the next plugin that you should have is React Native-Autocomplete, Atom-React-Native Autocomplete. And make sure it's by Top Chow. It's a really silent plugin which will allow you to just use a lot of autocomplete, and it's really helpful. So go ahead and grab this guy. And the second one that you really want to have is, I'm not able to see that. It's React Native Style. There we go. It's by Yombi Baby. Really a nice funny name there. But Atom-React-Native-Style. This is a super helpful plugin because we'll be writing a lot of CSS, and this guy really helps a lot. So go ahead and grab these two plugins. Rest of the things, you can just pause the video anytime and can have them. But I don't think so you'll be needing them because they are just like overkill for this particular course. I use a lot of Platform ID and all these that. Now there is one more plugin which I want to talk about is Nucleoid, and there's a website for this as well. This is a plugin officially by Facebook guys for React Native development. And Nucleoid is actually a package being built on the top of Atom. So on the Atom, you can just place it on the top and can use it very effectively. For this particular course, it would be really overkill. So for this course, I have actually disabled this plugin because we will not be using it. But in case you are into a serious development of a React Native, it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, so what you have to do is, once you have got that these are the two plugins I want to have, just go on to the install, not in the packages, in the install, and click on here and just search for that, like React-Native style or Atom-React Native style, and hit enter. And it's going to search the things for you. Right now this is installed. So if you want something else, you can just feel free to explore. So this is the one thing. A lot of people ask me that what theme do I use? So I use One Dark theme. So that's it. That's all the things that you want to have here right now. Okay, feel free to explore. It's always good to explore. Now next thing is super helpful. So go into this guy, and you will find the exercise files of a file that says rnccourse.txt. If I open this up, it's just a text file, you'll find some of the snippets, and these are really time saver. I always write these kinds of snippets and give all of to my students. So go ahead and go into the Atom and click on to this snippets. It might be for Windows users, this might be in the Windows and snippets. So go ahead and click on this snippets. Okay, so this is the snippet, and it allows you to have variety of things here to have in the snippets. Like for example, I always keep these snippets here just like that, and you can have a variety of stuff. Now what you have to do is go into this text, RNC text, just copy all of that and replace it. Now here is a quick warning. in case you are an advanced user and you already are using such kind of snippets, make sure you don't override them. You just include that here, okay? And if you're using all of such kind of snippets, you're already aware what we are doing here, okay? So go ahead and grab all of this and just select all of these guys. You can see I have a pretty good like constructors and all of that. So go ahead and paste that here, okay? And without worrying about anything, just save it, okay? This is gonna work like absolutely like a charm there. Now let me show you what we have done with that. So we'll go into this untitled, press Command N and Command S to save that, and we're gonna call this as test.js. Make sure extension is there, JS. Now once you have this kind of extension .js being enabled, all you can do is you can type RNC and it will give you a React component, and now you can hit the tab and it is going to write all the code for you. This is a basic boilerplate code that I've already written, and we'll be using this code like anything. We'll be using it for more than 2 or 3 times in each single video. So writing all of these boilerplate code again really doesn't make sense. So this is really super helpful, and then you can just change your file name, something like a user or something, and just can work with that, okay? So this is all the things that we are gonna require, and trust me, this is the final video where all the settings and things are being done. In case you want to just customize these snippets later on, you can do that. I have a video on my YouTube channel about writing these kinds of snippets. Check out my YouTube channel and you can just find out that there, okay? So quite a lot of stuff, but trust me, that's it. And from the next section onwards, we're gonna just write our very first code and we'll try to test out the things in React Native Design, okay? So let's just go in the next section and I'll catch you up there.